Hi guys, this is Chris Cameron, and I am here with another real review. This time for the movie Predestination. So just watched this movie, just saw it online, and first reactions. It's a pretty good movie. Weirdly enough, I went into it thinking it was probably not going to be, but I was highly surprised. Actually, it was actually a pretty decent film. It's a sci-fi movie. And let me give you the description here. I'll read it off IMDB.com. It says, it's a story about the life of a time-traveling temporal agent. On his final assignment, he must pursue the one criminal that has eluded him throughout time. Temporal agents in the movie kind of explains it. It's got like an organization that goes back in time and goes after criminals. I guess they're not necessarily cops, more kind of like FBI agents. But he goes back and goes after this guy named the Fizzle Bomber, who is essentially kind of like a terrorist who does a lot of terrible things. Don't want to ruin it for you guys, so you guys need to see the movie. So let me give you the pros and cons of what I thought about the movie. So pros. It's a sci-fi movie. Everyone loves sci-fi movies. At least I like sci-fi movies. Gives you kind of a little bit of freedom to not have to, I guess, think as much, or you can sit back and relax. It's a little bit more fantasy-like. It's also very original. I thought that I've never seen a story like this before, at least. But as far as how it was done, how it was pieced together, it was pretty interesting. Like I said, I've never seen a movie quite like it before. Nonetheless, leads us to the best part about it, the kind of the cherry on top of it. It has a twist ending, and I'm not going to tell you it at all. I'm not going to spoil it for you at all, but it has a very interesting twist ending to it. From what I remember, from what I gathered, at least when I heard about this film at first, there wasn't a lot of hype about it as much as the other films that were coming around or coming out around the same time. But yeah, the twist of the movie is, if anything, whether you're a sci-fi fan or not, whether you're thinking about watching this movie or not, I would highly recommend you watch it just alone for the twist. You're not going to see anything else like it. It was on par with kind of like a Christopher Nolan-ish kind of twist. If he had done it, I mean, it would have been another one of his cult classics. On top of that, too, this was made by the same guys who brought us Daybreakers, which was like a horror action film that was made, I think, in early 2000s. So coming from something like Daybreakers, which wasn't necessarily that good of a movie, it was entertaining and it was an action film, to doing something like this, Predestination, completely different, hit the ball way out of the park. I thought it was a phenomenal film. However, the cons behind this, it's a sci-fi. A lot of people don't like sci-fi too. Some people don't like the unrealistic side of things. People aren't fans, unfortunately, of Blade Runner, but there are a lot of people who are also fans of Blade Runner. I know that. Like I said, that aside, I don't think people are going to want to watch this just because it's a sci-fi movie. It's more drama than anything else too. There's some action in it, and there are some sequences that are pretty intense. The other part of that too being that it's very unrealistic, the entire film. And I think if you're like me and you can go into it and you can handle it and kind of just let your mind be at ease and just watch the film for what it's worth, I think it's definitely worth it. That being said, my overall rating for the entire film, I would give it probably an 8 out of 10, just because of the unrealistic side of it, versus it being a sci-fi movie, being very original and having an incredible twist ending. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope you guys watched it. Please let me know what you think of my review, whether you thought it was great or whether you thought it sucked. Let me know down in the comments below. In the comments below, too, let me know if there is a movie you want me to review, something that you guys think that I would like, or something that you guys would recommend yourselves. And I will do my best to try and review it and get that posted on here. Like I said, I wanted to try and do old movies, new movies, anything I can. So, yeah, thank you, and have a good rest of your day.